Welcome back to another long-lost series called #Let Players Speak, where in the series we allow our community members or other community members, creatures of Sonaria related, to say their thoughts and opinions openly and freely, publicly, without the consequences of getting repercussion or backlash or harassment from people who disagree. So we censor, distort, and all those things so that people can openly say their thought and mind process around a situation or a species or a design without having to fear anything. So I invite anyone who is willing and wanting to join my Discord server and hopefully participate in the future #Let Players Speak series. But yeah, today I'm not alone. I'm joined by Kadok or Psyduck, a famous somewhat YouTuber / TikToker that makes creatures Sonaria content and has gotten drama relating to baking advice. It's some wild thing to get into drama with, but here we are. Say hi.
Hello.
Creature of Sonaria a few weeks ago, or 1 or 2 weeks ago, I even made a video about it. They promised us that they would slow the pace down. They said they would talk to the development team and really change the way the game was going. They made those promises, and I even hinted that they might have made that promise because Fluffy TSG made a video calling them out and how they don't listen to the community, and unfortunately it's happening again. They just said that they would slow down, and now they have released 2 new species in 1 day. And that's a big problem for me because they can't keep their promises. What do you think, Psyduck?
Yeah, exactly. They keep saying this, and they never do it. I feel like they broke it the fastest this time. They didn't even start, and they released 2 new creatures, which they haven't done that in a long time.
But yeah, nonetheless, they gave us new species so we can make this series, and now let's talk about it. I'm gonna read the first person saying their thoughts on the creature. They wanted to send a voice message, but unfortunately they couldn't, so let's just read it. They said, "To start off, I really like the new crocodile. It's very well animated and chubby. I think it can be a good thing for people who liked the last candle redesign, like no one. I think the concept is threatening, and its stats reflect that quite well. The throw animations are spot on too, same with the mouth. It truly looks like a normal croc. For the hedgehog, I don't have much to say about it, but it is very cute and decently animated and designed. I do like all the defensive ailments it's gonna have too. In conclusion, this update is pretty damn good. I like how they are adding a new gacha, but we have still been waiting for that damn Felicio redesigned upgrade. I've been waiting so long that I've fused to my chair. That's probably not very healthy."
I don't know how hot of a take it is, but I like both the species very much. I love how low-key they are. No unnecessary tendrils and limbs, no accessories. The creatures look like animals rather than characters. I love that. Sarko's animations seem to be spot on, especially the throat sack. Hopefully the sound designers get actual gator bellows for it. Chromohege looks like a pretty balanced mix of several animals, most prominent being the nudibranch Chromohege Willani. Oh hey, there's the name inspiration. And hedgehog.
Wait, give me a second. Did he become a scientist mid-sentence? Like, what is his scientific name? Willani?
Yeah, maybe with traits of mustelids. I like how they gave it accurate hedgehog teeth. Pretty unique. Can't say much about its animations though, but from what's revealed, they seem pretty darn good. Their obtainment method seems pretty easy too. Perfectly suited for mid-game players. Overall, I'm pretty happy about this update.
Oh, that's so positive. And also, since it's now a hedgehog confirm and other very unique species that they listed off, you know how nesters, they nest out their children and then they instantly kill them?
Yeah.
Yeah, now it would be scientifically accurate for a hedgehog to just munch on their babies. It is about talking our opinions about the 2 new species. Basically, my issue is mostly with the second one, the Sarco. Well, I don't know how it's written. The first time I saw it without reading the same, I thought, great, another candle redesign. But then I saw it and I was like, it is candle but albino and with scars. To be honest, I don't think it's too unique. I'm not sure if I was the only one to think about its resemblance with Ken, but I would have rather nothing if it is going to be like a variant or so similar to another creature. The first one, the I can't pronounce the name, sorry, or whatever it's called. I think the body looks cool. I like the spiky type and how it looks, but the cute face that takes me off. I don't understand their need of putting those big cute eyes in some creatures. If it is for food ones, I kind of understand, but if it's not, I don't really find it fitting, to be honest. And that's a fair opinion. Again, like I said, there are going to be conflicting opinions, and you know, they do make a point. The Sarcos is not really unique, and we'll actually give our opinions later, but right now, here's a different take on the entire two new species.
So here's my opinions. Overall, I do really like how Creatures of Sonaria devs are including more IRL animal-looking creatures to the game, but I feel as if it's just bland. I mean, the animations in the Sarco and Chromo are very beautiful, but their designs and colors, especially Sarco, are just meh. And also, to the Sarco, it feels more of an OC creature rather than actual species due to it being albino and having scars. I just hope they don't slack out next update on the designs.
Another conflicting perspective, and we can all appreciate that. Moving on, someone said Sarco is the most unoriginal design I have seen in a while. Though no hate to the designer, it's very well drawn and has a nice pattern design, but this thing is literally a I can't say names, man. And we have too many similar playstyles already. Example, Nymph, who is also a semi-aquatic ambush crocodile. Adding more spikes to a crocodile does not make it an alien. And Chromo, on the other hand, is much more unique, being some possum sea slug creature. Other than the fact that we don't need any more species and have plenty of tier 2 and tier 3 creatures that no one plays anymore, this creature will not be given much attention in a month after it drops, unless they give it broken stats, which I doubt. I personally like it though, and I love playing mid tiers, and anything semi-aquatic is extra fun. Very fair thoughts, very fair opinions.
Hope I'm not crazy, but Sarcosiris looks like Kendi too. To be fair, it would be great if there's a giant squid creature. However, this little fella's design is decent. Maybe remove those spiky furs at the back because they don't match this creature? Anyways, I'll be glad to obtain it once the update release.
I cannot express how much I love Sarcos. It was needed in this bland game where every species is this mythical dragon or ethereal beast. There's hardly any realism because everything is like this mythical creature, so it's refreshing to see an actual realistic animal and an alligator no less. Now we have two crocodilians in the game, the other is Nymph. The animation also feels really good and it actually looks nice compared to everything else. I'm tired of seeing a new dragon or edgy black creature of the night every update. I like when Creatures of Sonaria give us realistically sound and fine designed creatures. Very fair, very fair.
The crocodile, being both simple yet complex, is by far the superior creature. Sure, the porcupine is cute and cuddly, but when we look at Creatures of Sonaria from a gameplay perspective, more people will play as the crocodile. Stats are extremely favorable, and it's going to be a considerably good PvP-based creature. The porcupine, being smaller and weaker, is most likely going to be forgotten after this update drops. Not many people will see a reason to play it. Not many people will see a reason to play as it other than to show off their skin making skills. It's a waste of game data and should have never been accepted.
Wow. Again, very conflicting thoughts. And so those are the texts. And now we'll play you the audio files of people sharing their opinions. Of course, they're distorted and censored, so, you know, for their privacy's sake. But yeah, here we go.
To start off, Sarcosiris. I love my crocodilians and I love it. It's a big albino monster croc, but some things feel not necessary. And it feels a little lazy, I guess. Though I love the concept art, it just looks like a Deinosuchus with extra spines and spikes that don't really pose an advantage. It's supposed to be an ambush predator, but the back spines make it more obvious. And the what are they? Scars? Those make it look like a singular specimen, not a species. The male crest is kinda over-exaggerated, I guess. But what I hope that COS does is make the spines go down when swimming, like shown the editing below. I did it myself. It's clearly done. Bye-bye.
The Sarcosiris. Now this is going to be like one of the very few reptilians, gators, I guess you could say officially in-game. My personal opinion in terms of this, I really, really like it. It takes a lot of what you would see in an actual gator and just modify a little. So it's like, it's simplistic, but it's good. And I really like it, and because as an old Kendall lover from like the 2.0 remodel, where it was back crocodile, I think that many people, including myself, are going to absolutely love it due to it just, reminds us like the old good days. It's the next back crocodile, I guess you could say. I also really do like that it doesn't go over the top with things. And it's like instead of knuckle walking, it's actually like a normal gator. The Chromohege. Now, this little sea slug as a lover for Tradoperatina, which I would wish to get a remodel because well, it kind of looks old. But the Chromohege, I think, is a really nice concept due to just adding, like, for example, sea slugs and then a hedgehog into, like, this little bundle of little toy. I also like how it's not, like, it's something that you could actually imagine to be an old creature Sonaria due to well, it's just a mixture of animals together to make this. I also like that it's also semi-aquatic and not just a terrestrial, because it kind of just reminds me of like those creatures that you can find like in the deep depths. It's not gonna be like a top main predator horse, but it's just like something that it's like a floatplate. It's gonna be fun just like a floatplate, I would think. So that's why I like it.
So my issue with both of the designs mostly comes from how unfinished they look. Like, they are very well done, and the models are very well done as well, and have very fluid movements and all. But they just, look like they are rushed, or like they didn't put much effort into them, especially the alligator one. And I won't say the name since I have a very bad pronunciation, But like the smaller one, for example, looks a bit more fitting for the world of Sonaria. That one I do like, because it resembles something from the real world, but it still has the touch of like being an alien or, having fantasy things to say in a way. But then the alligator, it's a literal alligator. It looks like, I don't know, like in the first designed Candle had, or the redesigned, but with albino mutation, and like that's it. And like they really shouldn't have a separate gacha that is so particular. Like they don't look that interesting to even deserve one. As weird as the phrasing is of that.
So, for Chromohege, there's nothing to say. It just looks basic, just a basic creature scenario design. But for Sarcosiris, or whatever the name of the crocodile is, it is just a crocodile. Just an albino stars crocodile. I do not like it, because it is just a crocodile with already existing features in its base design. We have an albino mutation, and it is just a basic for this thing. We also have scars, battle scars, and it is just a base design for this thing. It just feels like unnecessarily edgy design features.
So, what do you think? Do you agree with them? Do you disagree with them? Why do you agree with them? Say what you want to say, and why don't you agree with them? Say what you have to say. Now, keep in mind, keep it simple, keep it civil. Don't hurt anyone's opinions and thoughts and feelings because someone is different from you. We're all unique like that, okay? Now, let me and Zydog say our opinions on these creatures. I'm going to have to say personally, I think the creature, the Sarcos, it is too bland. Like, I asked for a realistically ground-based creature, like an animal that looks like it can evolutionarily exist while also having that traits of fantasy-like theme on it. I asked for these, but Sarcos is straight up just a crocodile, an ancient crocodile, a Sarco. You can see those in like Ark Survival, for crying out loud. There is nothing special about it other than the spikes. Now, I do agree with some people saying that it has, it's this like refreshing take on realism, but it's too close to realism that it doesn't make it stand out. It makes it feel quite boring, aside from the PvP aspect, which we have actually done quite a lot with. It is very fun to play as, but nonetheless, it is kind of boring compared to the celestial creatures that's surrounding it. So I think personally, it could be amplified a little more. It could have the crocodilian-like traits while having more additions to its anatomy. Like, let's say, like spikes growing, not like those weird, edgy, pointy spikes, but like actual scaly, like dinosaur-like spikes. Those like fucking shelled dinosaurs with those mace of a tail. I don't know these names, but you could have those spikes all on the side of its body, like an exterior or whatever you call it. Like, you could have those designs. You could also like upgrade the way it's statured. Maybe you could make it kind of lengthy crocodile with long arms or legs, whatever. Just add something to make it unique. Don't make it as a creature that is straight up just from the history books. That's just kind of cheating. And the hedgehog, in my opinion, is the most perfect blend for fantasy and realism. It has all the traits of what looks like a grounded creature while having that magical touch to it. And I love it, and I don't think I can change it for anything. The animations are so cute as well. But what do you think, Psyduck?
Yeah, you kind of said most of what I was gonna say, but yeah, the Sarcosiris. Okay, the artist and modeler, they did amazing on it, but it does not fit in Creatures of Sonaria, because that's not like a fantasy creature. That's more just like a prehistoric animal. And I also think it's really weird how scars are built into the species. And someone also said that it's albino. I don't know if that's true or not, or if it's just a white. But if it is albino, like, what do you mean a whole species has scars?
Yeah.
Like that's built into their species. That just seems kind of weird to me. But yeah, the artist, they did amazing with it. But I don't think it really fits in Creatures of Sonaria.
Yeah.
The Chromohege, really good. It's like it doesn't seem just like one real life animal, and it's not like super basic, but it's also not super detailed. It's pretty good.
Yep. So yeah, those are our opinions, and yeah, say your thoughts in the comments and enjoy yourselves. Have a lovely day. Say goodbye, Psyduck.
Bye. Goodbye. Have a very, very good day.
Yeah.